Hello and welcome once more to the island of Sodor. As you can see, we're starting a day with Diesel. Starting Tidmouth to Knapford Quarry, which probably be light engine, maybe. We will... I've done it wrong. Diesel, Knapford Quarry, weather, dynamic. That way, it might start raining. I've not had that happen yet on any service. It happened in story mode, just not in timetable mode. We will get as much done as I feel like. One thing I'm going to do is time how long it takes from the start until we've basically done a bit of driving. Right. Knapford Quarry. Oh, that's where we are. They are... There's no Percy. Oh, there's Percy. So James is already out. Right. I'm going to be on this side. Tidmouth shed's out. Looks... Okay. 2, 4. There's 5 sets of coaches on shed, so Percy definitely hasn't done his job yet. Then again, he's still in bed, look. There he is, off to the left, then Gordon, then Emily, then Thomas. Obviously Diesel's not allowed to be in shed. Here we've got a green. We're going all the way to Ffarquar, non-stop, apart from signal. I wonder, we'll go in. Oh, I can open the window. Sound the horn as we go through the avoiding line. Over the river. The River Tid. Just a guess, since it's Tidmouth. We'll use that viewpoint so we can see more. Might as well get a bit of speed up. We'll go into Ffarquar and then Knapford Quarry. Pick up some wagons. And as with both Percy one last Wednesday and Gordon one on Monday, when we've actually got to our destination, which is the quarry, I will just continue the journey. Doesn't look like we can go much faster than 31 miles an hour. We've got to start applying the brakes, because the signal at the end of the tunnel is red. And now it's green. Through we go on the platform 3. Okay. It's interesting. We're at 32 miles an hour, which seems to be the fastest that Diesel goes. Woo! Red signal, red signal, red signal. I got through without. Okay. That was weird. The signal was red. and didn't did not fail the scenario or the timetable service, whatever. And now onto the branch. Over the speed limit. During the branch, but it still says driving on the speed limit, so I don't mind. We will be going down the far side of the docks. Over there. We'll be going into that lot by the end of this, along that branch. Ooh, we're doing 36 miles an hour. That's quick for diesel. There's Bertie's bus depot. Green signal. Windmill. Currently facing east. I love that windmill. It's not as cool as the one further up the line, which has got a bug next to it, but it's still quite cool. Just about to go through the first station. Which is Ffarquar. We're still doing diesel's maximum speed. Which isn't very fast. Them is a class 09, so they wouldn't go that fast anyway. Taken 6 minutes so far to get from Tidmouth sheds to the junction, which is... I didn't see it, wasn't fast enough. Oh well. Ooh, we're speeding up. 33 miles an hour now. Another level crossing for the farm. Wonder if any of the services actually stop at these halts. Hot air balloon over oh, this is Sportsfield Halt. So the hot air balloon looks like it's over maybe Ellsbridge. It's actually quite good. It was lighting up with the sun. Now it's just a shadow. It's over the water now. Quite cool. Now we're going past the watermill, which is just down there. Should really be paying attention to the track rather than just looking around at the scenery. But it's a beautiful little island, so why wouldn't I be looking at the scenery? Footbridge that goes over. Ellsbridge. Going a bit quicker. Not much chance of coming off because diesel doesn't go very fast, so I can just go flat out. Here's where Thomas got the... had to go fishing in his second story. the game. And looks like a busy road by the street lamps. This is Diesel's view as he's going forward. We'll probably have wagons in front of us on the way back. So I'm not going to be in this view going back. It's a nice farm with a Dutch barn and pigsties. There's another farm halt. There's the windmill. I'm wondering, can I cross that bridge? I know I'm not supposed to, but I've got time. I can go and get the book. The one that I know is there. It's not as if Diesel has... There we go. Which one is it? It's narrow gauge! So I'm nearly halfway through getting the books. I don't think there's any other... No other collectibles. We will head back to Diesel and continue on to, first of all, Ffarquar, where we have to stop, and then for Quarry. We'll sit in this one, windows open, off we go again. I'll drive in head out view for a bit. Interior light on Diesel is actually a proper bulb rather than just a bardic lamp. Hopefully this side I can see the whistle signs, which you can't see from the other side. We've got a green signal. 1.4 miles to Ffarquar, which means this station is Knapford. It's 5:10 in the morning and I'm doing Diesel form. Bit naughty. Not supposed to sound horn until after 8 AM, I think it is. Oh well. Not as if you get told off. So I have actually turned the volume down for in-game recording so you can actually hear my voice better. Hopefully it's better than it has been previously, and you can hear every word I'm saying. I hadn't realised before that the game audio was drowning out my voice, so apologies for that. If you've watched all the videos and not been able to hear me, I was informed about it by my oldest nephew last weekend. I think then. Right. Just about to go through Hackenbeck. Once we've gone over my favourite little viaduct. go, my favourite little bridge. Because it's a interesting little bit of water. And here's Hackenbeck Station. Warn everyone that Diesel's coming through at 34 miles an hour. And go this side because Ffarquar platform is on this side. Nearly got up to 40 miles an hour then. Slowing down because we do have to stop. Let's go this view. I can see better. Not quite got to where the Animal Olympics is taking place. Or the pigs versus cows football match. There's a few fun things like that in this game. That just there is like the one that you notice first when you're learning to drive the engines. I didn't actually need to do that because I play Train Sim World anyway, but I've done it because there are some slight different things to do with the driving in this compared to Train Sim World. Okay, we need to start slowing. Currently the signal's against us anyway. So's the gate. Objective complete. Now I just have to wait for the signal. There's the crossing opening. And any second. Once the signalman has cleared points and signal, proceed as signals indicate. At the moment they're saying red. It will creep towards signal, but at the moment it's against me. Come on, change the points, Mr. Signalman. Look on the map. Is that showing as red? Now it's showing green. So why is that not showing green up there? Interesting. Yeah, that should have shown. That signal is not working. Now go up the S-bends to Hanover. Quarry. I don't think we actually have to worry about time for this one, so I don't mind that. It's whether there's a lot of shunting to do or not. At the moment, I don't know. My first go at doing this. and we get to an open quarry, and then this part of the timetable ends. Currently taken nearly 19 minutes from when it loaded in. That did include me stopping and picking up the book at the windmill, but I just wanted to get that while I was thinking about it. I'm going a bit quick up here because I want to get to the quarry. There's the old train ferry. Why there was a ferry put there, I don't know. Maybe at one point this was a stream that had to be crossed rather than a little reservoir, and the railway now uses the dam. Quarry is up there, but still a fair distance. We'll be at the quarry relatively soon. We've got to go over the amazing wooden viaduct, which is where I'm going to get the screenshot for the thumbnail image, because I've just remembered I have not done that yet. I think it's just up here. Yep, here it is. Get Diesel on the viaduct. Like that. It's roughly midway. There we go. I'm just wondering, every time we pause, that the coupling is always swaying, no matter what. Can I go down there and get a shot? He's got quite a cheeky smile, even when he's behaving. Right, carry on. Soon be at an open quarry. Do whatever we've got to do at the quarry before going down to Knapford harbour. I'm surprised that Diesel's this end and not Vickerstown end doing shunting. I mean, there's a whole story at Vickerstown where Diesel challenges Thomas to a shunting tournament. Okay. We are effectively in the quarry now. Still going uphill, so I can't stop accelerating because we'll just stall and start rolling back. I'm wondering if we get to use the triangle. Right, go into shunt 2. Why I've slowed down. There's some loaded wagons off to the left. They've got teleportings on them. we've gone past. Okay. I didn't see that. At least there aren't signals. There we go. That was 24 minutes, not the 45 it says. Go back to here. Wait for service, it's due to start in 5 minutes. Okay. While we're doing that, we'll have a look what's up here. We've got loaded troublesome trucks with no brake vans through the shed. No wagons there. What about up here? Let's go a bit quicker. There are 4 loaded troublesome trucks there, which are facing this way. So if they're going downhill, they'll have to come back down like this. And down here, we have another 4, which are facing this way. Okay. What's up here? Ooh, that's pretty. Never been on this bit. There's where we came in, I think. No. That's a bit... There's the junction. And in the quarry. And then that bit is down to there. I've not actually been there, so... There's Diesel just waiting patiently. Still another 3 minutes and a bit before we can do anything, because it won't tell you what's going on. That's why I'm just looking round. Wonder if these hoppers... Okay, they've got gravel, granite, would the narrow gauge... I forgot I'm sure there's a narrow gauge line as part of this quarry. Can't go on top of that bit, but... There's another hopper. And... that would suddenly drop down. Yep. Can't go and look at... Can we look in the pipe? That comes from... up here. Can I go... How high can I get? That's as high as I can get. It's a lift of some sort to lift stone and then take it down to that hopper. It is quite an interesting setup. I know it's not based on anywhere in particular, but Dovetail have done quite a good job at creating this to make it feel like a real place. There's another water crane. That's for when Percy's up here. I'm not sure if there's any more collectibles. There was the book that I got from by the loop. Can't go behind there, so there wouldn't be anything there. There's nothing in that shed. Nothing behind the coal scythes. Okay, we now go. Doesn't show me where I've got to go. Go back into this view. It'll take me to wherever I've got to go and get the wagons, I think. Unfortunately, you can't load up anything that shows you the entire timetable. I'll just go nice and carefully. That's that one. And now stop at the North Loop, which is 200 yards away. So I think we'll be turning left at this point. Maybe going to get those 2 wagons. Yeah, we're going left. Get the 4 wagons even. Okay. Stop here. Now we have to go and couple up to those 2. Just coast a little bit. Don't want to be going fast. You need to be able to slow down and look down at the buffers when they're closer, because that will give me a good look at how close we're getting. It's going to be watching for when that comes into shot. Okay. Just a tiny bit. A little bit more. Gently buffer up, like so. Now we go back to the loop. We'll have to change camera angle because there's now something blocking Diesel's view. Now that I've got wagons, it shows me where to stop. Oh, that was perfect. Now go and couple up to the other two. Only problem with diesel, he makes a lot of mess, or a lot of foul exhaust when he starts off. It does make a change driving diesel instead of one of the steam engines though. Which should automatically have changed. Yep. Just gently go down. And watching the countdown for distance. As well as looking ahead. Trying to see how close to the wagons I am. Like so. Brake. Into reverse. Now go down to the loading shunt 1. Don't need a lot of throttle to get where we need to get. I have a feeling I'll have to go and get those other 4 wagons. Which means we'll go down to the bottom sidings. Around the 4 that we've already got. Okay. So we have to stop . Couple. Now we go down to Quarry Inn because we're going to run round. Can't open the door when we're moving, that's not fair. In reality, class 08s and 09s and 10s and 11s and 12s, doors would be open when the crews were shunting. Gets more air in than just having the windows open. Be a case of stopping before we get to the hill. I think. I don't know why I was looking inside the cab. Okay, it'll be just as we're over the hill, I think, because just a bit of braking, otherwise I'm going to speed past where I need to stop. forward. We now go an over loading 5 through the thick black smoke. I have to use a bit of power to get up here because it's quite a steep gradient. Okay. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4 in that direction then. Interesting. Go on this side. I can see what I need to do then. I have a feeling I've got to go and get the other 4 wagons. Go via north out. Don't know where that is. Been doing this for 40 minutes. Plus however long the opening was. Didn't realise Diesel didn't quite go as fast. Oh, they. Okay. Didn't realise Diesel only went a maximum of 38 miles an hour going downhill. Doesn't matter, we can still do all the way down to Knapford docks. Right. Left-hand line. Those trucks are slightly over scale. I discovered that when I was recording the Gordon video for Monday, because there's a load of trucks plus double-decker buses around Vickerstown, and I had 12 minutes that got cut out because I was at the station too early. And, well, the buses are only just a little bit higher than them, and quite a bit narrower. So, those lorries are the wrong size, basically. That's the... okay, that's out to the main line. Which 2 is it going to couple up to first? The 2 that are directly in front? Let's go back to that view so I can see better. Yeah, they're going straight on. And then we'll have to shunt over to the ones on the extreme right. Old rail next to us. Start slowing. Get the buffer in shot. And just edge towards it. Like this. Reverse. We now head back to where it tells us to stop. Just coast rather than do anything else. stop just before the hopper, loading hopper. Level with the overscale bedroom truck. Forward. Ooh, there's a bit of exhaust. I thought that was something else for a second. He started rolling the wrong way then. Now go and couple up to the other two wagons. I love the wheel clatter over the joints and points. Very realistic. It does make this game feel as though you are actually driving the various characters in real life, rather than just being in a game. I'm going to have to swap side so that I can see when we have buffered up. I could pretend to be a shunter and go in view 8 and move closer, but that doesn't work as well. Done. Into reverse. Want this side. And out to Hanover North in. So that's past the wagons I've already taken out. I think I'll be taking all 8 wagons down to the dock. There's no brake van, which is a bit weird, but not much can do about that. I'm speeding. Slow down before I get to the junction. And now go and couple these up once we have gone through line 1. I'm trying to slow down so that I'm not going to be running away. Go through Hanover Loading 5, which is here, and then Hanover Quarry in. Try and stop where it says. I don't want to go past the stop point. Into a stop. Kind of gone a little bit far. I can now go into Shunt 2, which is the one where all the wagons are. bit of power to get up the hill. There we go. Go this side so I can see. That's a gorgeous bit of light. Now we couple up to the other four. Which are a reasonable distance away. The wagons are facing the wrong way. They're facing uphill. Whereas those ones are facing downhill. Oh well. Just gone over the junction for that way. A little bit more power, otherwise I'll stall and stop. Staying in this camera view, because as I've said, I want to try and do these timetable services as realistically as possible. How much further? Nearly there. The wagons are quite heavy. Be interesting going down that hill on the S-bends with a fully laden train with no brake van on the back. Are we there yet? Come on. Go. Brake. Okay, that's that bit done. Now we get to go. Ooh, we get to use that bit. It's cool. So set that like that. Uncouple. Go via an open quarry out. Interesting. This is a bit I haven't done before. We'll look on this side. Never been this way. So this is a first. Unless it's a way of turning these around. I have no idea. You've got the triangle at the bottom end. Start applying the brakes a bit, because this is the quarry loop. Oh no. No. We're going light engine back down to Ffarquar. Let's use the brakes. Don't want to be speeding. try and keep speed roughly the same all the way down. This is quite a steep gradient until we get nearly at Ffarquar. Bit too much brake. That should do it, maybe. About there. A bit more. We're going all the way down into Ffarquar itself. That distance to Ffarquar Loop will go up as we turn away from the station. And we're speeding, so I need a bit more braking. Still a bit more braking. That's too much. Over the bridge again. Wonder where we have to go now. Didn't see the point in what we've done at the top. We've basically got a train ready, but it's not for us. It's weird. There's the reservoir. And the line down to the slowing down a bit much then. This must be the loop, Ffarquar Quarry Loop. We're now showing 20 yards. There we go. Now Ffarquar run round track. Interesting. Maybe Percy will be up here by now. Given how long it takes Diesel to do that bit. That's a nice little reservoir. I still can't understand why they would have been a little ferry. Train ferry over that short section. Yes, I know it's in books, but it's not, there's a road there, it's not something you expect. Next signal is red, so we need to put more braking on. The balloon loop is just down there. In fact, you can just about make it out. We have to stop for the red signal, so I'm putting brakes on. Is that a red? Yes. Let's swap sides. Shunt signal's just cleared. Over the trailing point for the balloon loop, which we've been around a few times with Thomas and Annie and Clarabelle. Now we're back on level track. We have to stop in the run round track, as they call it. Run round the loop. We have a green disc for the run round. One break that. Stop. Now what? Oh, that was quick. Okay. Next bit. Oh, I've done 5 services with Diesel. Now what do I have to do? That's quite a long wait. So, I will, as with the Gordon one, when I was early, I will cut the wait out and see you when I'm probably at 11 minutes past 6 instead of 1 minute to 6. So, right, well, I know I've still got another minute and a half, but I've been looking on the map and a certain cheeky little green tank engine is on his way, as can be seen. He's had a non-stop run from Knapford, hauling what they call the quarryman. So, here he comes with his 3 coaches. There we go, there's Percy coming in. I've still got half a minute before I can go, but it's nice to know that Percy does actually do something. It's quite a long platform here, considering it's a branch line. There's all the doors open. I don't know whether Percy will do a run around the... Okay, we should have a green signal now. Yep. We go down to harbour sidings. I have to take 12 minutes off the time. So far it's been 1 hour 2 minutes since I started. Or since it loaded in at Tidmouth sheds. So we might do a bit of shunting down at the harbour before we finish this video. We're going all the way down to Knapford Harbour. Knapford Harbour South Siding 5. So that's in this direction, the left hand part of the harbour, I believe. Nice to see Percy in action. I doubt we'll see Gordon yet, unless I do the shunting. But go through back and back. Let's just have a quick look at something. Have I stopped and picked up the painting? Yes. I just don't know whether I've got all the collectibles that are available here. That would be not a good place to go beyond the buffers. Logs, coal scythes, sleepers, the road for Bertie, Can't quite reach signal box, I don't think. Can I see this side? No. Not quite. Okay. It'll look like this. No. No book. I want to be on. Look out this side so I can see the whistle signs. We're about to go in the cab. Not as far to Knapford harbour as it is to Knapford station itself. Okay, look. Put the light on in the cab so you can actually see. Realise it turned off. Can't see much. We've gone round a slight kink in the tunnel. We'll go this side. There we go. See better. Now we go back this side and leave out. Past the old lady's cottage and crossing. Wow, we're doing 47 miles an hour in diesel. Maidweight station with a little bit of wobbling. Didn't realise you could get diesel this fast. That was cool. We got onto just 3 wheels instead of 6. We're going downhill, which is why diesel speed is increasing. Nope. Should be straight through L's Bridge. There's one farm. Level crossing. The bridge, which has got the footbridge at the other side. No, it hasn't. This is L's Bridge. It'll slow down, otherwise it'll come off. Green signal. Loading in, which isn't Thomas. Crossing there, barrow crossing, so that is for staff use only. Just coast. Now there's the bridge with the footbridge immediately after. Weird, really. I've got a tractor parked on it. It isn't Terence because it's the wrong type of tractor. So just coast along nice and gently now. Percy will be going all the way to Knapford on his return, I believe. Past the watermill. I've deliberately slowed down because we're coming up to the junction anyway. I'd rather not end up going flying. we have the road for the junction. Oh no, this is the Sportsfield halt first. £15 an hour speed limit over the point. Not that it's actually showing on the speedo. There's the sports field. It's a football pitch. I have done collectibles here. I've done all of Thomas's branch collectibles, apart from any that are away from the stations. I'm now on the double track section, and what's that signal showing? Caution. Caution because the junction signal, which is up ahead, is going to be against me. Why I'm not accelerating. Past the farm. I wonder if there's any collectibles around there. I have no idea. Right. We've got a green signal now. So we can accelerate a little bit as we leave the main part of the branch and head down to Knapford Harbour. South siding, I believe, is the left-hand one. He's left one now. Yep, we go down to there. That's where Percy goes with the passenger set. We don't need to worry about time or anything with Diesel because he doesn't take passenger trains, strangely. Apart from that one story where he takes over Thomas's branch line when Thomas has to go to the steamworks. Okay, we're going downhill, so don't need to be accelerating. And we're going to be going under branch line before we get to the harbour. Still accelerating, which is a bit weird. Home signal is clear. Is the distance clear? There's Thomas's branch. Where we cross under the branch line. Yards and they're on the sidings where we have to stop. You see the bridge or the viaduct for Thomas's line, and beyond it just about pillars for main line viaduct. This is actually the first time I've properly driven down this part of the line. I've gone down the other side with Percy on his troublesome day, but I've not actually driven down this side. I have gone up with a non-Thomas unit, class 170. Okay, we've got green signal into sidings. We need to stop, and we're now in the dock. Looks like there's a bit of shunting to do. There we go. And that is that bit done. You know what? I'm going to do the shunt. I only got a couple of minutes before we have to go. Let's have a look if I can see. Whoa. I forgot. I'm in camera view 8 rather than... can I jump up? I don't think Gordon's going just yet. Let's have a look on the map. He's coupled up. Knapford to Bickerstown Express leaves at 6:29. And then that one's not ready yet. That's James. Where's that aeroplane? There it is. It's just gone directly overhead. Okay, we'll go back down to Diesel. Put his light on because we're doing shunting. Warns people. I wonder if there's any brake bands. We've got box vans, and that's it. Percy will go down into there, whereas we just shunt around. So back into that view. Where's that? Oh, we've got to go forward. Need to be like this. I don't know why it didn't make me stop there in the first place instead of within the sidings. Got to go just beyond the signal by the look of it. Yep. Stop here. We've got green. Past that signal each time for this shunting, which is a bit annoying why it made me go out that far. I really don't. So I can see buffers and out to the front. It's nice getting to play on the cobblestones. Doing this at the point where I can look to watch Gordon go past. Hopefully. Because Gordon goes at 6:30. While we have to do some shunting. Wait for the signal. Back up. You know what? I'm going to do this from out here. That way I can be a shunter. Perfect stop. One couple into forward. I don't know where we've got to go this time, so that signal's green. That's really got signal bounce. Stop. That signal's cleared. We now go for siding 5, which is... That's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's one of these two. I don't know which one yet. Keeping an eye out for... There's Gordon. Gordon's flying overhead. With his 5-coach express. I honestly don't know which way round this is going. Could be there, or it could be there. It's the one to my left. So we put the shunter here. forward, using Diesel's coupling this time instead of the wagon. So get the camera back up here. I'll see that signal change once we've gone past South Siding 5, as they call it. There we go. There's Diesel. 2 vent vans. Oh, they've got faces. That's cool. Let's just go a little bit beyond the signal and stop. I've got to go a bit further. That's weird. Okay, points cleared. Go back to these 2, I believe. So I'll put the camera here. Let gravity slow me down. Yep, I was in the right place. Go. Go and manually uncouple. Go back up to the shunt. I've got a green signal again. Some point soon should see a certain red 260 tender engine. Don't know what point we see that engine. Go back to... There's the red engine on the mail train. He's the next one to do the first bits of the day with. I don't know whether I'll get... Oh, so Thomas go over his line. Right, we now couple up to these 2. It's weird seeing the conrods go round at exactly the same time. It's supposed to be quartered. Well. 120 degrees. Just edge back slowly. Couple up. forward to the junction. This time we'll go this side of the signal. We'll still see it go down. You can see Diesel's got his light on. There we go. Green signal. Back with a bit of bounce. Just creep until I'm at the right place. There. We now head back and couple up down here. With standard 3-link. I'm thinking Thomas should be going over his branch line sometime soon. Let's have a quick look. He's not left yet. He's still on shed, so I don't know when he'll be coming out. A little bit closer. Done. We now go up to Diesel and uncouple. Got a green signal. Wonder what I have to do here then. So we have to stop just up here. Like that. And then go back into the siding. Okay, we'll go back in the cab. And let gravity pull us down a little bit. Keep an eye on how far from the stopping point we go. Go. That's that one done. Okay. You know what? I've got a while before the next bit, but let's just look where Percy is. it there, or there, or there. Not in the tunnel. Not at Hackenbeck. Oh, it's been up to the quarry and got the wagons. Does that mean the coaches? No. There's the coaches. He took the brake van that was in Ffarquar. How about Thomas? Is he moving yet? Go all the way down. There's dry ore. No, Thomas is still on shed, look. Let's zoom out a bit so we can... Right, so Emily is next service 6:45. Thomas is 6:55. Okay. It's quite a wait before Diesel has to go. So, what I'm going to do is just have a quick look around the docks, see if there is any more collectibles, because it's quite an open area. Can't go in there. Can I go behind that? What about down this side? Seems I've got plenty of time before service is due to go. I'll have a look around. Oh, there's a plane again. That airfield at Dryor is very busy. It's almost like it's an international airport, but the international airport is over there somewhere. There's Diesel's exhaust. Percy will probably come in before Diesel gets a chance to go. Maybe Diesel does the shunting down here while Percy is taking those closed wagons up before he gets the 3 coaches again. This bit. Yep. Can't go up there. I'm just looking if there is anything like a book or conductor's hat or anything. It's also nice exploring things, like how far. I can't go any further than that, but it's still nice to explore. There's a couple of Morris vans. You can climb on the ballast or coal or whatever it is. Okay. Ooh. It's interesting. Didn't know you could actually see inside the cranes. That's cool. Really cool. Now we're at the back of the station. Another plane going overhead. Can't go up there. More coal scythes, whatever. It's where the coal merchants store the coal that they sell. That's cool. Little greenhouse. Can we go in? No. Another crane. That's an older one. Wooden. There's two of them. It's amazing how much of this you can explore. Really. It's not something you'd expect to be able to do. Let's have a look on the station platform. Where there's already people waiting for Percy. Even though he won't be bringing a train down here just yet. And we've got... that's a plate layer's hut. More sleepers and rails. Shunt signals, or ground signals. Can we go around behind this? Yes. Nothing collectible over here though. There's the dock. A little crane. That would have a lifebelt in, maybe? With it being on the dock anyway. Lots of crates. It's quite a nice little area, this. Can't see any collectibles. I don't remember if I've done the collectibles in this part of the dock. I'm sure there's some on the other side, but it's a long walk to get there. Admittedly, I've got another 36 minutes before Diesel has to go again. So I could just run round there. But you can't exactly fast jump or fast travel. What's that? Ooh. That's Emily. Up there. Yeah, I'm gonna run round. I don't think I can go through the water. I can't get close to the water, so... how far away is that? Oh, it's quite a way. I'm not going to do that. It's a bit too far. Can't go down there. I want to get a bit where I can actually see Emily going out once she's... Why is she sitting there for so long? Oh no, she's moving. Can't see her exhaust from here. She's coupling up to that set of coaches there. James is... off on the Little Western at the moment, I believe. There's the mail train. Let's watch Emily couple up. Why is she on that line? That's not coupling up. Odd. She's going... wrong line. Or is that James? That's James. Thomas has come out. Where's Emily? James has got the avoiding line. Thomas is going to go and get Annie and Clarabelle. I can't see Emily. James has just gone past that signal, which has just gone to red. That's weird. Emily's not come through yet, because her coaches are still there. Where's she gone? That's Thomas. He wants to go and pass that signal. There's James. He's got a green for the through line. Thomas is now setting back onto Annie and Clarabelle. That's weird. Emily has vanished. That is odd, to say the least. Well, there's Percy. Didn't realise he was over that side. Still got half an hour before we have to do our shunting. He's brought down the rake of coaches or wagons that I shunted. He's just arrived at the north part of the dock. Go all the way down here. There's a book! Knew there would be one. Which one is it? Very old engines. That's another narrow gauge. You've got Scoloi and Reneus. I've got half the books. Let's watch Percy for a little bit. There's probably stuff on that side. Ah. There it is. Where's the plane? Diesel's in the covered bit of the sidings. Percy has arrived there. Emily should have coupled up by now. I mean, Thomas has coupled up to Annie and Clarabelle. And Emily's not on shed. James is heading down to get his coaches. But Emily's disappeared. Which is most peculiar. She's not in the tunnel. Oh. She's on her way. We'll watch her go over the viaduct. While Percy runs round. Don't know why the brake van had to be at the bottom end of the train. Oh, Percy stopped. There's Emily. So, we'll probably see Thomas. Let's see what Percy's doing. Oh, he's down there. Is he doing some shunting? It is weird that brake van was at the bottom. Normally brake van is at the back, not the front. There's another plane. Is it turning over this way? going towards the Isle of Man. There's Percy. Quite funny watching the engines going about their business when we're not actually controlling them. He has to go up past whatever signal. Or maybe not. Plane going over. There it is. It's a red plane. Keep watching Percy for a bit. Oh, he's gone to get the brake van. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that at all. He's just coupled up to the brake van. Just saw it jerk. And he should start going backwards any second. I think he's going to come round and get the box vans. Because they go up to Ffarquar. And then Percy heads south with the 3 coaches. You're just going to sit there for ages, Percy. See where Thomas is. Just about to shunt into platform 2. $7:15 Thomas leaves. Then 8:15, 9:15, 10:15, 11:15, 12, etc, etc, etc. The other platform $23.47. What about... We've got 10:35 to Vickerstown. Every 2 hours for that one. 8:06, 8:35 to Vickerstown, that's Gordon's Express. And then 8 o'clock is the next normal service. Any on here? Nope. Nothing stops at Tidmouth. James is coupled up, but that doesn't leave until 7:50, which is after I'm due to go. And then the platform here, 8:40 is Percy. Okay. It's useful being able to find out where and when trains call at each station. Thomas's is hourly. 8:06, 9:06, 10:06. That's Emily and James alternating. Nothing calls there. Nothing calls there. That's hourly with the express later. I wish we could go down Brendam Docks branch. What about at Maran? So the express only stops at Maran in the morning. What about on the return? 7:53, 8:48. Stops on the return, but not on the way out. Interesting. Don't know where that one goes. It's quite a long bit of built track. Then we've got Kronk, which are hourly until 5:21. Then it's Kildane. Platform 3 doesn't get used yet. That'll be the electric services when it's originally done to Godred. Vicarstown, service hourly. Knapford, hourly. And then we've got, don't know where that one goes either. It's not as long. Does Whispering Woods get any service? Nope. There's that branch, which doesn't go anywhere. Kelthorpe, platform 3, that's express. 8:56, 10:56, every 2 hours for the express. The local is every hour. Platform 2 doesn't get anything. Platform 5 every hour. And platform 4 every 2 hours. Then it's Craven's Gate. The narrow gauge doesn't get anything yet, so there's no point in looking at that. Platform 2, hourly, apart from the express. And same for platform 1, heading back to Knapford. Then we've got Ballyhoo. I know there's no stations between. I really want to know where that branch goes as well. You can see where the track ends. So Ballyhoo doesn't get any services on timetable mode. Interesting. And then we've got Vicarstown. Gordon's train is in the station already. 7:49 arrival with Emily. Departure at 8. And then it's hourly. Nothing platform 2. Gordon, 7:30. It leaves. It's back at 9:10. And nothing on those other platforms. Because I don't know where that line goes. It just goes a little bit and then ends. Gordon should... Yep, is on his way back from the turntable. And then you've got a rake of oil wagons. Oil tankers. Whatever. I don't think Thomas is at his branch yet. Or at his terminus. Yes, he is. There we go, there's Thomas. He will be going in a few minutes. So I'll go down where I can see his branch. I don't know where Percy is. He is... Okay. It's not down here. Must be on his way back up. Taking the brake van back, by the look of it. I spent so long odd, he's disappeared. Don't think he'll be going up to there. Weird. He's not there. The brake van's not there. I know he's got to come and get... There he is. It's at the end of this. Hello, Percy. You're facing the wrong way. What I'm doing... I want to be on that side. You've got a red signal, so you can't go anyway. Still 13 minutes before I'm due to go. Thomas is loading passengers now. No, he's on his way. So we'll go up here. Try and get the other side of the bridge so we can see him. Go up to about that signal, I think. That should do. Be able to see Thomas go over then. Then we've seen all of the engines currently in the game. Zoom in a little bit. Can then see when Thomas is coming into shot. At the moment, Percy is just sitting down there. Where's Tom? Ah, there he is. Okay, he should be in shot any time. There he is. Coming along with Annie and Clarabelle. You can hear them rattling over the rail joints. Oh, that's good. Aeroplane going over at the same time as Thomas. Bye bye, Thomas. can watch the steam for quite a while. Okay, we'll head back to Diesel. Still got 10 minutes before Diesel's meant to go and do some more work. That's mad. Percy hasn't got a green signal yet. Not that he can see, because he's facing the wrong way. So Percy went round the loop. No, because I'm not controlling Percy. I can't turn the light on. It's quite interesting sight. Percy under the Dutch barn, and Diesel, who has absolutely no markings. Can't even tell what number he is. It's amazing how much detail they put into these, really. Because there's a lot more than you expect. I could be silly and ride like this. That's cool. You know what? If it'll let me. Look towards me, Percy. Not off at Diesel, towards me. Still didn't do it right. Come on. There we go. Looked at me. There'll be 3 images. There we go. It's quite fun. These won't go at the end of the video, as I do with Train Sim World videos. But they may eventually get shared. How high up? I can't go up to the viaduct. That's a good image. Okay, we'll jump off the brake van. I don't know if I can put that bar across again. No, it'll go across when Percy's about to leave. I can't even uncouple Percy. No. Just cross over using the brake van. As I said, I don't know when Percy's due to leave. Let's have a look on 7:27, so a minute before me. So I can wait here. Wait for Percy to go. He'll get a green signal before he gets to go. And then he can go. Diesel looking a bit smarmy. And then surprised, because I called him smarmy. Sorry, Diesel. You can have your funny face back on if you want. Percy's just chilled. And he's got 6 troublesome trucks, vent vans, which have all got this stain. Apart from Percy, I can uncouple the other wagons. Interesting. Not going to, because it will mess up Percy's service. Come on. Let's go back into Diesel so that we're ready. We'll sit in second man's seat and then go like that. That signal will clear before Percy gets to go. I do know I'll be going forward. Might as well turn the headlight off, seeing as Diesel's not running on the main line at the moment. Or even the branch line. Can I? Ooh, I can fly the camera over. See if there's any collectibles over here. I know I'm going to be doing some shunting. I mean, that's what Diesel does. Shunting. Anything like books? That's cool. Can see the girders. Past the Morris vans. There's the overscale lorry. There's a hat. I wish I could get it while in this camera. I knew there'd be at least one collectible over this side. We'll be shunting those wagons around here. So there's probably going to be another book, as a guess. There it is. James the Red Engine, which is book number... doesn't say. Does it say on the cover? No. So there's the book. Is there a poster? Or what they call painting, which is a screenshot, in-game screenshot, that's been artified. Can't see one. What about over here? No. There's a Morris Minor. I'm going to have to be shunting these wagons. I'm certain of that. Ooh, get down to the water. Don't think you can actually walk down the steps, but Any more collectibles before I go back over to Diesel? Got just over a minute before Percy goes. Can't see any more, so we'll go back over here. And be ready. Go to the signal, because we can then see when it clears. Spin round and watch Percy go. Before we go into the cab of Diesel. And get ready to go and shunt, I think, those 6 mineral wagons. "15 seconds and that signal should clear. Anytime. Now. Got it right. There goes Percy. We will put the camera down to ground level. Bye bye, Percy. Let's watch the signal. Notice that the green aspect is actually blue. The reason being, the lamp is yellow. Yellow and blue makes green. Right, we've got 20 seconds. And then we can go. So I've taken the brakes off. Ooh, there's grass in between the rails. Didn't notice that before. I could creep up to the signal. Which I will do. Signal will be against me until Percy has cleared the junction up ahead. But I'm going to go up to the signal. And then wait. It's 7:30 already. Okay, we'll stop here and wait. We'll go and do the shunting over there, and then that'll be the end of this video. We can now go to the junction, or the harbour throat as they call it. Then we get to go down the other part of the harbour branch. I'm not rushing. Just climb up to the harbour throat. We're following Percy, but not all the way. Makes a change. This is going to be the longest Wonders of Sodor video. That is guaranteed. Right, put throttle, start slowing because you do not want to pass the signal that's after. In fact, you don't want to pass the signal that's just up here. Currently red. Percy's in section still. And we come to a stop. And now we wait for the signal again. There we go, Percy's now off the branch. The harbour branch of the branch. That's difficult to say, but yeah. And now I look at where it says Knapford Harbour Throat and how many yards are left. Basically have to go past the signal for the junction, which is there. Into reverse. Green signal. Head down to the North Harbour. Makes a change. Just shows that I'm enjoying myself, that I'm staying in the game at the moment. That's the bit where branch line crosses over, I believe. I think so anyway. Let me have a look. Yeah, that's the branch line. The Ffarquar line. Crossing over the harbour part of the line. Or the dry ore and Knapford section. Quite an impressive viaduct that, cross over the river to get into Knapford. Thomas's trains could have gone to the harbour rather than out to Knapford, given that there is actually a station in the harbour. Right. Go to a stop in here. Okay. That was a long wait just to get from one side of the harbour to the other. I am not going to do the next bit just yet. I'll do that when I next continue Diesel's day. I mean, I've actually been doing this for nearly 3 hours. Yes, there's a 12-minute cut going to be done at Ffarquar while we waited for Percy. But I've just had another 28 minutes where I was continually talking. So, yeah. I think I'm now at the point of that's enough driving of Diesel for today. Let's see if that's actually given me the tile at the Whispering Woods Fun Fair. Hope so, because I've done plenty with Diesel today. I'd already given Gordon's tile and Thomas's, so it'd be nice to have Diesel. And then next Wednesday's video, because Monday is Model Railway one, Model Railway kit building, the Metcalfe Models Church. I still got to edit that video. That's going to be a nightmare, because it's going to be ages. I've got to sync up audio. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to editing that. I've been doing a bit at a time. I've got to get it done by Monday. Anyway, yeah, next Wednesday's video will be James. Doing James's day. Oh yeah, I was going to go gadunk, gadunk. Go across to Diesel. It's still only showing 2. I've just done complete a story mission or timetables as Diesel. I've just done loads. I mean, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. It's not letting me do it. I've got 2 more paintings to find. 13 hats, 7 whistles, 10 books. I want to unlock that, and that. But it's not letting me. That's annoying. It's only unlocking them if I do stories. So, to get Percy, I'll have to do that. Or Gordon I've done. James doesn't have a tile. Thomas I've done. Percy, I'd need to do that again. Diesel, need to do that again. Emily, I'd need to do that loads of times. And it's showing that I haven't done them, because the ticks disappeared. That's Percy, so I'd do that again. And then that's Thomas, so how many have I got to do with each engine? Thomas is done. Percy, 1. So just 1 of the stories. Gordon, done. Diesel, 1 more. Emily, 2 more. There's only 1 story with Emily, though. Even though it shows I've done 4. Okay, James I've completed. Diesel, 1 more story mission. Story or timetable. Percy, 1 more. So Diesel, Emily, Percy. It's a bit annoying that the timetable hasn't worked. Any announcements? No. I've taken grand total of 2 photos. That's Crosby. And Percy looking tired. Probably take more photos eventually. As I said, next video, early morning start. Tidmouth sheds to Vicarstown. Vicarstown Yard to Vicarstown. Vicarstown to Knapford Mail. Knapford to Knapford Yard. See how many I can do before I get fed up. But that will be next Wednesday. As I said, Friday will be a normal Train Sim World video. Next Monday is Metcalf kit building. I enjoy doing it, so I do them for my own enjoyment, but also shows how to do it. That's why I do it. I enjoy doing it, and it shows people how to do the buildings. That's Maron. That's Kildane. That line, which just ends there, goes all the way up there. That's Peel Godred. Then you've got Culdee Fell, which is this mountain. That's Brendan. Brendan Docks is underneath where it says home. Not that we can actually go down enough to see. There it is. There's Brendan Docks. So that line does go a little bit further into it. I don't know where that goes. There's a little town there that comes from Ballyhoo. Craven's Gate to the narrow gauge goes out to a lake somewhere around there. Then there's a reverse loop, as on Thomas's branch up here. The line that goes up here goes Little Western up to the north. That's Ducks line. You've got the docks. Trying to work out where other lines go. As I said in the video, Gordon video actually, the line from Kildane to Peel Godred is electrified. I wonder if Dovetail will electrify it. It'd be interesting if they did, because it would mean you could run electric services along the entire route. Because you can't just have sections non-electrified and a small section electrified. I don't know where that line goes. Maybe it's the back route to Peel Godred. I'm not sure. That's the Isle of Man, just there. And Furnace. Barrow Furnace is around there. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. I hope you've enjoyed the video. As I said, Friday will be a return to Train Sim World. Monday is kit building, as long as I manage to edit it in time. And then Wednesday we're back on the island of Sodor. So we've got a week off. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. And until the next one on Train Sim World, have a fantastic couple of days and be seeing you.
Warbler Productions. Filming trains and events that happen in town.
Wearing his red trilby, Dale can be seen with cameras 3 all set up.
Steam trains and diesels, electrics and freights.
Dickens and fireworks, tractors at Christmas.
Warbler Productions.